Hi, welcome to another episode of Small Doses with Laura Sell. Today is another non-political topic, yay! But I guess it could be kind of political depending on who you're with. I'm a child who was born in the 60s, grew up in the 70s, so television was an exciting thing because it was relatively new. Sitcoms were very popular, and the commercials that I grew up with were phenomenal. We had some of the best commercials, the jingles, everything was just great. But I want to talk to you about a particular type of scene that we grew up watching on a regular basis, and I think it's affecting people today on decisions they make on their hygiene. So, who remembers watching commercials and the only thing the actor stepped into the shower with was a bar of soap? Just a simple bar of soap. Modern commercials, they tend to step into the shower and they just have a bottle of body wash, just a simple body wash. That's it. Okay. So, not showing names of these products because nobody's paying me for this. This is a public service announcement. Well, folks, how many of you have ever been to retail stores that sell bath towels? You may or may not have noticed this, but I'm going to go over this with you. Everybody always knows about the big bath towel. This is the one people wrap their heads in when they've shampooed their hair, or this is the one you use to actually dry your body off with. They come in all sizes. They have the standard size. They have the big body towels. A lot of the plush hotels have the really nice, soft, big towels, and you can buy them yourself. So you have the bath towel. Then there's the hand towel. This one's a little smaller. Well, it's a lot smaller than the bath towel. You see this one most often if you don't buy them yourself at hotels. These are the ones they leave near the sink so that when you wash your hands, you can dry your hands using the hand towel. Okay. Then there is the washcloth. Some people call it the face cloth. I call it the washcloth, and I'm going to show you why. So here's the matching washcloth to the set. Okay, it's smaller. It's a square. Okay, and it's small enough to use, put your hand in and wash yourself. And the reason why I call it a washcloth and not a face cloth is because I'm kind of particular about how I cleanse my facial skin versus my body skin. I use a separate towel for my face, and I always wash my face in white towels. That's just my thing. None of your business why. I just do. You can see the dirt better. Or if I'm wearing makeup, I can see that I've gotten the makeup off my face. And I just feel better when I wash my face with a white washcloth. So that's why I didn't call the other one a face towel, because I use a white towel to clean my face. So some of you have said, well, why is she talking about this? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. The last couple of years, there's been talk on Facebook, different social media formats about, do people wash their legs? I'm like, is that a thing for real? Anyway, I hope you're washing your legs. I hope you're washing everything on your body. Anyway, again, I see that so many people around me live their lives based on what they see on television. So if they see it on television, they tend to think that's how things really are. Well, if you're only seeing people on television step into the shower with body wash or with a bar of soap, and they always show themselves using their hands to clean themselves. You can use your hands to clean yourselves. Obviously, we do it when we wash our hands. We lather up with the soap really well, and then we continue to use our hands to wash our hands. You can use your hands to wash any part of you if you want to, because these are your hands. The reason why you want to use a towel to wash your body is it helps to exfoliate and to remove dead skin cells that you can't even see. Um, there used to be a commercial years ago about the guy that had ring around the collar. If you're a boomer, you probably remember it. Younger people won't. But it was like ring around the collar, ring around the collar, those nasty rings. They talked about this man's collar. Well, there was a comedian that came out. I want to say it was Marsha Warfield. I can't remember who it was. So if I'm giving her credit for a joke she didn't tell, for charge it to my head, not my heart. But she did a stand-up routine, or someone did it, and said, well, tell the man to wash his nasty neck. He wouldn't have a ring around the collar, and you wouldn't have to buy a product just to clean the collars of his shirt. So again, if you use a towel all soaped up, so I'm going to demonstrate how that works, but I'm going to have to demonstrate it without water. Hold one sec. So here we go. You take your towel, it's all wet, right? You put your bar of soap in the middle of the towel, and you squish it around and squish it around and squish it around until the towel is soapy. So if your man has a nasty neck, you tell him to take that soapy towel and just get in there real good behind that neck. And while you got your towel soapy, wash everything. Wash your neck and your arms and under your arms and everywhere. An old lady once told me and some friends when we were growing up, anything that has a hole in it will stink. That's all I got to say about that. But I will add, that includes any piercings that you may have. Anything that has a hole will stink. I also was told, anytime skin touches skin, it's going to cause friction. There will be perspiration, and therefore that area will also stink. So you need a towel to wash those places. And if you don't have a towel or don't want to use a towel, they have other products like these nice little soft scrubbies, and they have loofahs. But my whole point of this whole conversation is, when you take a bath or a shower, don't just do it because you see it done on television. All the movies, when they step in the shower, they never have a towel. So there are people who have been raised watching television, and their parents were raised watching television, and they don't know that their need for towels. Case in point, when I traveled to Europe some years ago, my sister, my mother, and I, the European hotels did not provide washcloths. We had to ask for them. If you ask for them, they will provide them, because they do understand that a lot of people from the US prefer to have wash towels. But they only had hand towels and bath towels. So we had to ask for a simple cloth to wash with. So yeah, there are cultures where they don't use them because everybody's using their hands to clean themselves. But before we stop talking about this whole bath thing, because sometimes a small dose is just a small dose, it's just something you need to know. When you get out of that shower and out of that tub, the party's not over. Some of you need to learn to use some lotion to moisturize your skin. Elbows and knees get a little bit more ashy or ashen than other places of your body. But you need to put moisturizer on your skin for health reasons. You need to keep your skin supple and healthy. Now, the best way to moisturize your skin is to drink lots of water. But a lot of people are not going to drink a lot of water. And even if you drink a lot of water, you still need an occasional squirt or two of lotion to just moisturize your skin so you're not walking around looking like a reptile. Nobody wants you to look like a reptile. I hope you don't want to look like one. Get those heels and those toes and anywhere that's exposed to air and dry stuff, like people who walk around barefoot. Y'all really need to step up your foot lotion game. You really do. Because you're walking around, especially if you're walking on carpet or whatever, your moisture is being taken away from your feet and into your carpet or whatever. But this has been fun. So what did we learn today, boys and girls? When we step into the shower, We are not actors and actresses. And even if you are an actor or an actress, you need to do more than take a bar of soap and a bottle of your favorite wash into the shower. You need to pair them with a washcloth and soap it up, like I showed you, really well. And just wash everything. Go for it and rinse it out, soap it up, and do it again. In fact, I use my washcloth like after I've worked out or just in general. That's the first bath I bathe when I step into the shower. And then after I have bathed with a nice, good bar of soap, I use my soft liquid soap and use my scrunchie. And then I do the same thing again with my scrunchie. I use what? A white towel to cleanse my face, because the towel that cleans my behind or my feet, I don't necessarily want to put that on my face. Yeah, it's my body, but that's just me. Don't judge. I'm not judging you. I'm just giving you some information. If you want to keep washing with your hands, that's your business. Go on about it. I'm just telling you what these towels are made for, and they sell them for a reason. And I always notice when I shop for towels, there are always more hand towels and washcloths left than there are the big towels. And that also made me think that people must not know what these towels are for. So a reminder for your hand towel, you know that little hook, that little round thing, or that bar by your sink in your bathroom? You could put one of these on there and dry your hands off. Now, if you got company, use paper towels or something that's disposable. Nobody wants to use a community towel to dry their hands. Everybody should have their own hand towel. I don't know where your hands been. And even if you just washed them, still got skin cells that's going to come off onto that towel. That's just me. That's my business. But if your whole family want to keep using the same hand towel, that's your business. Do that. I'm just telling you what it's for. This is a towel used to dry your hands. You can dry whatever you want to with it, or use it however you want, but that's what the intent of the towel was. That's what it's made for. And last but not least, the towel everybody knows about is the big one. Now, what I didn't bring to show to you was they also make a terry cloth bath mat that you can sit outside of your tub or shower to step onto when you come out of the shower. But I learned from a very good friend of mine, one of my best friends. I actually married him. Anyway, when we first married, I grew up, my only sibling was gone. So when I stepped out on the bath mat in my bathroom, it was just me. So the bath mat could be wet because it was my bath mat. But my husband came from a big family. And so he taught me, and I do it to this day, to dry off in the shower or in the tub, and then dry your feet before you put them on the mat so that the mat is not wet for the next person. Isn't that some courtesy? That is some courtesy for you. That's how we do things in the South. We try to be courteous. So yeah, so if you have to share your bath mat with someone, it is kind of funky stepping on a bath mat that's wet. That is. I've learned to not like that sensation myself. So yeah. So use your soap or your liquid soap, whatever you choose, and a towel, a washcloth, and cleanse your body really well. In fact, you can do it a couple times. Do as many times as you like. And if you haven't been using a towel, you can thank me later. You're going to enjoy the experience. And I hope that everyone could take something away from this little talk. So you had your hand towel, you had your soap, you had your soft soap, and you had your scrunchie. So there you have it. From a kid who grew up watching television, noticing that actors and actresses, they just go crazy with the bar of soap. And think about it. Do I really want to use this bar of soap you done washed your little body with? Washed your butt with it? Do I really want to take that same soap and have it all over myself? Come on now. That's just, in my opinion, that's not a good thing. I don't want the bar of soap you washed your butt with. Mm-mm. Use a towel. Have a great day. Have fun. Laugh. Life is funny. We all do funny things, intentionally or unintentionally. But use a towel and have a great day. And this has been another episode of Small Doses with Larcel. Bye.